Murder tally grows in Baltimore. It appears teens may have been behind one of the latest homicides.
We had a deadly shooting last night right outside a Fells Point business in what appears to be an attempted robbery gone wrong. ABC 2 News' Jeff Hager has more on the murder. Jeff?
Well, Jamie, to those who didn't know him, Jim Forrester certainly would have appeared to be an imposing figure. And it looks like the gunman made a split-second decision to shoot him after confronting him on the sidewalk just outside his work. Less than 24 hours after the shooting, police detectives combed the 1500 block of Eastern Avenue here in Fells Point, searching for clues to 43-year-old Jim Forrester's killers. His boss and the owner of the Baltimore Tattoo Museum says Forrester, who was a body piercer at the business, had stepped outside to call his wife when his conversation was interrupted.
She heard him say, "Get away from me, get away from me," and then he wasn't in contact with her anymore. She heard the phone drop.
Forrester's wife called the tattoo shop and asked his coworkers to go outside to check on him when they found him lying on the ground. Initially, paramedics believed he had been assaulted, but an autopsy later turned up evidence that he had been shot with a small caliber handgun.
Apparently, there's video of some youths running back up to Perkins after the fact, and gunshot wound to the chest.
At this point, police have not identified any suspects. But in light of the recent violence generated by youths in popular neighborhoods near the Inner Harbor, Detective Donnie Moses had this to say.
It's been a problem if this true, if the suspects are in fact kids. We've talked about it all year, and unfortunately, this crazy pattern is continuing on. They're not kids. Kids are in school. Kids are preparing for Christmas holiday. These are killers, and we need them off the streets, and they need to sit in jail for a long time.
It is a point not lost upon the owner of TK Cycles, who had just left his business across the street an hour before the shooting.
Because I have a business and a wife to protect, of course, you know, when I come out, I have that awareness and I check my surroundings. But I never felt like it was a deep threat, not in this area.
In addition to his wife, Forrester also leaves behind 2 stepchildren. And along with his body piercing, he made quite a name for himself as the bass player for 2 Baltimore hard rock bands, the Serpents of Secrecy and Foghound.
We got a band together. I'm not sure about what to do down here, but I need my friends.
Now, if you have any information which could help lead police to Forrester's killers, or if you were driving by in that busy area of Eastern Avenue and saw something last night around 7:30, you can call Metro Crime Stoppers. That number 1-866-7-LOCK-UP.